Hello and welcome to a new series, my first series on this channel, and we're gonna play PES 2020 or Pro Evo Soccer 2020, and we're gonna play a Master League. Now Master League is PES's equivalent of the career mode on FIFA, and I've played career mode for like years on years, but there's not been any significant improvement. So I've been playing PES for the last 2 years, along with FIFA, but to be honest, I find PES's gameplay much better, much more realistic, and if you can get through the licensing issue, which you can with the option files, etc., then it's a much better game, at least to me. So we're gonna do a PES Master League. Now what's different about PES from FIFA is that there's so much modding and configuration and editing which is possible, and instead of just playing with a random team and making like a random career mode, which we can do later in the series with my favorite team, I decided we'll create a team or we'll edit a team and we'll play a Master League with that. So you'll see what I mean. I'm gonna start with a new Master League. I've switched off the music, etc., because I don't want to get copyrighted. Now you can play with two ways. You can play with the club team lineup, which is the actual lineup that the team has, so you could go with the Master League original lineup, which is a bunch of created players by the original by the PES creators, and you can play with them instead of your original team, and you can play this with any team. But I think I'll go with the club team lineup because you'll have a mix of people, some who are old, and you'll have players with value. You can actually see who to build your team around with. So we're gonna go with the club team lineup. Now as you can see, I have all the leagues with their licensing and all the competitions. I haven't added any graphics mode, etc., but I feel whatever I have, it's pretty good enough. So you have, as you can see, if you play in the championship, which we are gonna do, you have all these competitions. There's no League Cup or there's no Carling Cup, etc., etc. So there's only the FA Cup and the playoffs and the championship. So we're gonna go with that. There's only 2 leagues for the English game here, and yeah. So choosing a team. Now we could have gone with any traditional team, but I thought let's make a custom career mode. Let's make a custom Master League. So what I did, I replaced QPR and I created this team called Red Bull London. As you can see, I have the crest which I created on Photoshop, and the team, as you can see on the screen, is QPR's team. So what you're going to do is create a scenario which is going to we're gonna create a scenario where Red Bull has made its way into the English game, as they have in Germany, as they have in Australia, Austria, and most recently in Brazil. They also have a team in the MLS, if I'm not mistaken. So there's New York Red Bulls in the MLS, there's RB Leipzig in the Bundesliga, there is Salzburg in Austria, and the new Brazilian team, which escapes my head the name. So yeah, so Red Bull London, Red Bull have bought QPR, and yeah, this is gonna be our team. So I did not get time to make custom jerseys. We're gonna choose a manager profile right now. Bebeto looks good. Lator Mataos, call it. I think we're gonna go with this guy. I like the look of this guy. We're gonna name him G Waffles and go all caps. So today, in this episode at least, we're just gonna set up, and I'm gonna just set up everything. He looks like an Italian guy. Well, let's just make him English, screw it. So in this episode, we're just gonna set up the entire episode and the entire series and what I want to do with it. So transfer frequency normal, difficulty normal, negotiation, starting budget. Now since it's Red Bull, we'll assume that they've given us enough money. Now the question is, do I go for a large budget or a fairly large? If you go for a fairly large budget, you're just gonna get something around 20 million pounds with like 15,000 pounds in your wage budget, which I think is not enough to make big sense. I want one player in my team who I can build a team around. I think we're gonna go for large, and if it's too big, then well, we'll change. We'll change the transfer budget to fairly large for the next season. First window is enabled. Salary display, let's do it weekly. I'll play on superstar difficulty, which is one below legend, and we'll play 14 minutes. The currency unit, we're gonna go for pounds, and only when there's progress we'll stop the transfer window. Alright, so if you've never seen Master League, which I'm pretty sure you might have at this point in time, there are plenty of big YouTubers who play Master League. Cutscenes. As you can see, the Red Bull management welcoming us. So let's set up our season's objectives right now. I'd like to discuss the season's objectives. 8th position. I say we shouldn't finish in the top half because I am not familiar with any of the players here, and I am not sure if we can get anyone good. Oh, 16th spot or higher. Yeah, that's pretty doable. Let's meet the PES. Look at that. I'm really happy though. I mean, it wasn't too much effort to change and create that emblem, but the RB London emblem just looks so good. I have my own ideas. Thank you to the chairperson and sports director for believing in me. My first job here to teach the team my brand of soccer, football. If a player finds himself unable to adapt, then he'll be sent packing. There you go, putting our foot down. What kind of soccer do you want? Football do you want to play this season? I want to put on a show. I cannot blame the people from wanting to see results, but I'm of the opinion that putting on a good show is just as important as winning. If you're gonna win, make sure you win in style. And that's the type of football the fans want to see, and that's what I aim to show them. Welcome to Master League. This is the beginning of your career as a manager. First, check your messages in Managers Messages, or press Y. Access the diary from the top left panel at any time to view a record of all the dialogue spoken during cutscenes. When ready, go to the forward time menu to advance the calendar and get the ball rolling. I hope you have some friendly matches so I can get used to the team. Nope, we don't have any friendly matches. So our first match is on the 22nd of August, and we don't know what the current time is. And we have to go to the manager's office. Where is it? Schedule. So we're currently on 1st of August. So 3 weeks later is our match against Huddersfield Town. We're a 2.5-star team. I don't think we're too good a team either, but we make it work. So there's not going to be any gameplay in this episode. I'm just going to talk through what I expect of the season. Just first of all, just check out how much money we have. Transfer market news, my team info. Where is this? Manager's office, club account balance, budget settings. Nope. Actually, I do need to change the budget settings. We're gonna pay contract options with the transfer budget. Season objectives. Yeah, we're gonna prioritize on receiving salary budget, since I guess that is gonna be the issue. So where can I check all of this? I'm struggling right now. Hold on. Okay, database, team information. Nah. Well, we'll get around to it. I for the life of me can't find the transfer budget thing. Negotiations. Let's look for a play. Oh, there it is on top of the thing. So we have 109 million. That's a lot of money. We have 109 million pounds. We have 80,000 pounds as the salary budget. So we're gonna get one player, at least one player who we can build a team around. If we look at our team and we go by position in ascending order. We have 4 goalkeepers which you don't need. Yeah, he's decent. Plumley, blah blah blah. So we have decent enough center backs. We probably need one more. So the only way we have 3 left back, we have 2 right backs. I like to keep on rotating my team because for me stamina is a huge issue. Eze is probably our best player. He's also pretty young. He is how old is he? 21. He's 21 and 74, so he can play attacking mid and he can play center forward. That's good. He's gonna progress a lot. Pugh is our winger. Do we have who's our center forward? We don't have a decent center forward. I mean, he's pretty young, but we need another one. So as I can see, we have 2 DMFs. So we need a right back, we need a center mid, we need an attacking mid, and we need winger. I'll need to. Yeah, we'll need to get one good center forward to score goals. It's gonna be a marquee. We're gonna get one winger and we're gonna get one CM this window. Are we lacking anywhere? I think we'll have to make do with the goalkeepers. We can probably get decent one on loan. Loans and free agents are gonna be our targets. If you look at our youth team and you sort them by descending order, we have Harrington, who's good. How old is Harrington? He's 21, I'm guessing. 20, he's 20. And there's a few other players. Teixeira. Is it the... Yeah. So we have some decent players we can use. So for example, our attacking mid problem is solved by Harrington for sure. Russo, I am not sure. He doesn't have great stats at all. So you might need to get the center forward. We will see. I have a rough idea. So probably by the end of next episode, we'll go over what transfers we're doing. So yeah, that's basically PES Master League. I hope I set up well enough for you that Red Bull has invested in a team and its aim's gonna be probably in a few years, maybe 5 seasons, to get to the Champions League final. Hopefully we can do it much before that. This season I'm gonna try and finish in the top half, which means it's probably gonna be, I want to be at least above 10th. I want to be in like this window above 10th, so hopefully that'd be great. Other than that, we'll need to start building a team, and that's going to be for this episode. Thank you for tuning in. If you like the content, you can like and you can subscribe, but that's not important. I would really want you to comment on this video so I can get an idea of things you want to see and if you want particular style of gameplay, etc, etc. Next episode we're probably gonna go over the gameplay, the game plan, or like the tactics I'm gonna use, and we're gonna try and get in some new players. Alright, so see you then, and thank you.